mean, that episode of Lost Village was kind of strange. Like, I'm not too sure if or not I liked it or I didn't like it. It felt like it was kind of forced in a way. It's kind of like, so you get this backstory in these characters, but it's so late into the series where I'm kind of like, okay, so I mean, now we've got backstories on 4 characters. Now we know what their fears are, because in this episode, the monsters that actually are chasing them, they all see something different. So all the monsters that are chasing them are their fears. So their deep, dark fears that no one else knows about is what's chasing them. So everyone else sees something completely different. So we've got 4 characters in the episode, plus Mitsumune, I guess. But still, we've got 4 characters. We've got Lava Pond, we've got Mikage, we've got Nyanta, and we've got Jigoku. All those 4 characters, and each of them kind of had a different backstory. I guess the only one I really liked was Lava Pond's one, because she had a tragic backstory in the sense her mother was doing something for a monk, the calligraphy kind of idea, and then I'm guessing the monk kind of got a bit rowdy, kind of abused her because she asked for a raise, and he's all like, "Don't push your luck," and then I guess Lava Pond kind of cracked at one point and might have killed him. We're not too sure, but either way, I was kind of like, okay, so that's her backstory, because she's the only one that really ever got any kind of backstory fleshed out. She's the one that actually center stage in the whole entire episode. Her backstory was the one that was actually kind of the most prominent one in there. Everyone else's one kind of got maybe 5 minutes of worth of time in the episode itself. And I just felt like, eh. I mean, Nyanta's one was kind of alright, because her one, she actually got back on the bullies that were bullying her. Because what happened was these bullies were bullying her and threw her bag into the road because she wouldn't shoplift. And I'm guessing then she put a gun and started terrorizing the bullies themselves. And then in the end, the bullies actually found out it was her and tie her up and then put her underneath this beehive, shut the beehive down, and she's actually have a fear of bees at this point. So I think that's chasing her in this episode is actually a beehive or a bee. So I'm kind of like, okay, Mikage's one was kind of Mikage's one's the one I'm kind of skeptical about, because his one, it kind of just was like, oh, I was doing this thing for a toy fair, the actual people didn't deliver on time because I gave them the wrong date, so I think laughing stock of his entire business, and he's actually played by the whole idea of these people laughing at him, but the actual thing he fears is the train itself, so the train's actually his amalgamation of fear, so he's actually chased down by the train. We're not too sure whether or not he actually got out of it either, because he's the only character we don't know whether or not he's actually alive or not. We don't know whether or not he's the only character that actually succumbed to his fear, and didn't get a persona in the end, because throughout this whole episode I was kind of thinking to myself, please, love of Christ, can Kami just come out of nowhere and basically just save them all, and then one of them say, "You're not me," and their persona just comes out of nowhere, because I was kind of like, it has to happen, it literally has to, but it didn't happen. I was like, well, that's a wasted opportunity there. Could have got Persona 6 in the likelihood, Lost Village to Persona 6. But I just kind of to his story, I was kind of okay, I was like, just don't know. I think it was just too late into the series to actually kind of establish these backstories. I kind of thought to myself, couldn't they just have some drips and drabs of backstory here and there, kind of explain what might have actually happened, but not give us that full entire story. But in this episode, just explored the whole entire story. At least then we kind of got some context on these characters, but it felt kind of just sudden and kind of out of nowhere that actually bring the story into us. Kind of don't know how I should feel now, since the only one I actually really liked, again, it was Lava Pond's one, because her one got fleshed out. Everyone else's one just got a little bit of screen time. Jigoku's one was the strangest, because he actually couldn't get the JSDF because he was too small, so he overheard that actually he could get implants into his head, that was silicone implants, that can actually make him taller. That's what he does, and then in the end, I'm guessing he's played by the whole entire idea, and then his actual monster is, I guess, in the actual kind of cross between a Starship Trooper monster and the actual boss fight from Catherine. So I'm guessing he's the only kind of story that's kind of what? Do I really kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. It was a bit strange. But going forward, I'm kind of what's gonna happen next? Where's Zama gonna go? Because now we find out Masaki's actually a ghost, so what can it do? Since is Misaki actually a ghost, because they find out actually, because Kokoden explains, look, got this book, and this girl in this book has assimilated to Misaki, so maybe she actually might be a ghost, because she went missing, I guess, a town over, a village over, so she was never found ever again, so the person that in this village might actually be a ghost. But then again, I kind of think to myself, why would it be a ghost in this village in the first place? But I don't know, is it, I guess we might go explore it, because she seems pretty freaking normal right now. She seems like she's human, but she could be a ghost, she really could be a ghost. I'm not too sure whether or not she actually is a ghost. Granted, I'm kind of sitting here going, why not you just throw something at her? Something goes straight through her, you know she's a ghost, but if it doesn't, you know she's actually human. I don't know, but I'm guessing going forward, I'm kind of interested to see what actually does happen, what they're actually going to do, how they're actually going to kind of flesh out the rest of the characters, because we've got 6 episodes remaining. How they're going to do everyone else's backstory and kind of make it seem believable, kind of make it seem like it's fleshed out enough, because it just seems like it's going to be so sudden as these characters are dying, or if they don't die, it's going to be all sudden. It's just, I don't think it's going to work too well. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It actually might do a pretty good, damn good job. Because right now, I have no idea what the anime is doing. I don't know if I'll know I like it. Granted, it seems enjoyable, it's entertaining, but I don't know if I like the entirety of the anime. It just seems like it's just doing something. There's something just pissing me off about it as well. I'm just kind of like, don't I like it? But I don't know. I could be wrong. By the end of it, I might love it. Hopefully, it might just pull another, and just like kill everyone by really, really graphic moves. Not too sure, but whether or not I'm hoping it actually does. But either way, with all that said, I have been a driver. Leave a like. Do leave a like. It doesn't quite a bit. Leave a sub. Do leave a sub. It doesn't quite a bit. But with all that said, I have been a driver, and I will see you guys later. Bye for now.